Hey there, Kris here with Streamline Connector. Today we're talking about Shopify inventory management using Streamline Connector and n8n. First we're going to go over the old way, or the current way that most people do it. Then we'll talk about the new way where you can use Streamline Connector and n8n to manage your inventory on Shopify. And then we'll go over some use cases. So first off, let's cover the existing way, how it's currently done. Typically, if you have a Shopify store, you're going to come in here and you'll click on your location and you'll change your inventory. You'll change it based on what's on hand and the orders and your forecasting. And so this requires you to have access to Shopify. And if you were going to have a contractor do this, then you'd have to give them access to Shopify. If you're going to have somebody kind of assist you with the management, then they have to be inside your Shopify store. There's no current way to manage your inventory automatically. And so the easiest way to manage your inventory, or the new way as we say, is to use Google Sheets. Using Google Sheets and Streamline Connector, we can get all inventory and load it into a Google Sheet so it has full visibility for your entire team. Your entire team can have full visibility into your Shopify store inventory without actually signing into your Shopify store. So how do we do that? Well, we've got our sheet template here, and it has title, variant, quantity, location name, plus a couple of hidden columns for our IDs that we might make use of later. And the way this works is you download Streamline Connector, get your free trial, connect it to your store, and once you're connected on n8n, find our video below on how to get connected or how to use it. But a quick rundown on how you can get connected to n8n once you download Streamline Connector is you can go to your dashboard and then you can click on get orders, get inventory, whatever endpoint you want to use, and click download template. That'll get you a good starter template, and it'll have your shop ID and all the authentication already filled out. So going back to our use case here, we're going to click we're going to use this workflow. This is not currently available as a template, but will be soon. So check into your dashboard and you'll be able to see all of our templates. So this starts as a manual right now. The beauty of this is you can set this on a schedule if you wanted. So we could easily just go with a schedule trigger and set that to every day or every hour or however often you'd like to do this. So right now we're using manual just as a proof of concept. And when I click this button, execute workflow, it's going to get all the inventory from my store, and that's from all locations. It will paginate over the responses. So if you have more than 50 items, then or 50 variants, then those variants will be paginated through. So let's say you had 150. This would loop over 3 times, and each time it gets those pages, that page of 50 items, it will split out and update your sheet. So these here, you can think of them like little shovels. They just dig down into the data, little 1, 2, 3 levels of data that we need to get all the information because it's split into different pieces. Once we have all of our information, we send it to our sheet, and that will be coming over here. So let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. Great, 18 items, and as we can see here, we actually have 1 payload. We have 5 items, so those are 5 products. And if we click into here, we'll be able to see our products. And then we have our variants. And then another layer we have is the locations. So some of these variants are at our downtown store, and some are at our retail store. Earlier in the video, we went and set that stock to 20, and you can see that pulled our stock from the Google Sheet. Actually, maybe we didn't do that in this video. Double check. Alright, so we've pulled all of our stock, all of our inventory from our store, and then we have sent it to the sheet. So let's go take a look. Awesome. So here's our stock of 20, our stock of 0, our stock of 1. And this is great right here. Just a simple use case for this could be to give your shared inventory visibility to your team. And so this is so that everybody on your team, new contractors, even external people, would be able to see visibility if you need to share that with them. And an example here would be ops, finance, and leadership. You guys can have all of that data without actually signing into Shopify. Now, the next use case we're going to cover here is safe bulk inventory updates. So that was pulling from Shopify, but how do we push to Shopify? That's going to be a really useful feature when you want to manage your inventory. So let's say we have your workflow running every day, and right now you're seeing your quantity, it'll go from 20 down to tomorrow it's 15, and then the day after it's 10. What do we do when we reorder? How do we put that in? So let's assume you got a supplier email and you wanted to just update all of your stock. You've ordered everything from your supplier so that you have 100 of everything in stock. So we're going to push that there, drag it down, and now we have 100 of everything here, but we don't have 100 of everything in our inventory yet. That's where the next workflow comes in. So I'm going to disconnect this. This is another thing that you could modify and have running on a schedule, or you can just have a workflow that you come in and you click. You could even extend it to have it be a Slack bot or a Teams bot that you can ping and say, hey, go sync my inventory. Those are all totally doable. But what we're going to do here is hit execute workflow. And this is going to read from Google Sheets. It's going to loop over our items. We have 18 items, and we're going to send them one by one and update our inventory. As we see here, that's 100 here, and right now we don't have 100 over here. We're going to let that operation run, and we'll be back. All right, so that operation has finished running in n8n, and we're going to go over here, and I actually left this untouched as of yet. Oh, we can see it populating there. I was going to refresh and see if we can get some data. So let's see. Oh, there they go. All of them are set to 100 now. So we'll go check our downtown store. Great. So we're fully stocked. We ordered 100 of our items. They've all come in now, and we've synced everything with our Shopify store. And what we've done now is actually created an ecosystem that can benefit us outside of Shopify. You have your Shopify store, you have Streamline Connector, which is going to get you connected to the entire world of any integration that you need, bringing data out, and then we can update data coming in. One big use case of this that we've seen is corrections and scenario planning. We can watch what's going to happen outside. So you have your warehouses, you have your suppliers, you have your sales, you have all of these things happening, and there's sort of a world happening and your Shopify store is not aware of it. And what you can do now is make it aware of that. One really great use case of this is having your different locations managers. Let's say they receive a package, they don't need to go sign into your Shopify store and update it. They can update the sheet. Everybody can update the sheet, and you can have these things running. So one really great way to do this is to have your first one, get inventory, running on a schedule. So for this, we're actually going to put a schedule. This is going to be running, we'll say, every day. Maybe we'll go every 12 hours. Great. Now, every 12 hours, this is going to get every bit of inventory out of your Shopify store, and it's going to update to this sheet. And then when you're ready, you can update your inventory from the sheet by changing these numbers, and then the next time it pulls in, it'll pull your live inventory from the store. So going back to the ecosystem, you have a beautiful little ecosystem on Google Sheets that is receiving data from Shopify, you're modifying it on Sheets, it's sending back into Shopify, and this is living outside of Shopify so that you can then do other things like tying it in by reading a supplier email or having your team members update it. And one other portion that this unlocks is by having your data outside of Shopify, inside of a Google Sheet, you can then do easier things like, or you can then do more complex things like inventory forecasting, which we're going to get into in another video, but it can live in the same Google Sheet as your supplier list, as your inventory list, and as your forecasting list, bringing your entire inventory management and sales forecasting from Shopify only into Google Sheets so that you can take a more collaborative control of your inventory management. So I am happy to share this with you today, and I'm glad that you took a look, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to sign up for n8n with our affiliate link. Don't forget to use our link below